July 27th, stock playbook. Dow Jones down 198 points, 1.6%. NASDAQ Composite 75 points, 2.6%. S&P 500 is down 27 points, 2%. What do we do? I'm getting emails. What do I do? You should have been doing it before today. You should have been taking some profits. We had this debt crisis looming. I mean, the writing's been on the wall. People, after 4 o'clock, after the Dow's down 200 points, now I'm getting emails. What should I do? Should I sell some stocks? Should I short something? You're late. I mean, yes, you should sell some stocks, and yes, you should have some shorts. But if you're doing it now, you have to ask yourself, why today and why not 4 days ago? We've been talking about this for a while. This is not about patting myself on the back, but, the writing was on the wall. We had rallies on light volume. The debt ceiling, we knew they were going to politicize this thing and take it right down at the end. But now, I still believe they fixed the debt ceiling, but it might not be by Tuesday. It might be by Wednesday after the S&P drops another 50, 60 points to the downside, and then they see the severity of it. But the problem with that is they raise the debt ceiling and they have these bogus cost cuts, and then S&P downgrades our credit rating anyway, and we still head lower. So, unless the administration has gotten to them, they were up on the Hill today, the rating agencies getting grilled, I guess, as to why they shouldn't, downgrade the debt. Who knows? Our government does crazy things. There's conspiracy theories out there. Who's telling S&P what to do and not to do? Hey, we won't regulate your industry and come after you if you don't downgrade our debt. I'm speculating. But my point is this. The path of least resistance is still lower. Yes, if we come out with a debt ceiling deal, in the next few days, you're going to get a pop in the market. It might be 1-2 days, but that's it. You should short into that market. Right now, you should be building lists of stocks you like. Stocks like Illumina, which gap down. It's not time to buy it, but let this thing work itself out. Whether it's at 50 or 49 or 55, it'll find the bottom and then it'll bounce around for a few days, and then you get long and you use the recent low as your stop loss level. Juniper, this is a great company. Good revenues, good earnings. Guidance was lowered. This was an overreaction to the downside. Keep an eye on it. Again, this gap isn't going to get filled anytime soon, but it's another one to have on your radar. We got plenty of them. Sign up. Check out our free trial. We're holding your hands. We're giving you earnings plays. I know I didn't give it to you guys here, so I'm not really chest bumping. But QuestCore, QCOR, we nailed this thing cold. The $28 calls that we had, we bought them for 80 cents yesterday. Yesterday, 80 cents. Today, they were $5. This is the kind of stuff you're missing if you're not coming into our main product and seeing what we're doing, checking out our earnings calendar. I'm getting emails now. What should I short? People don't want to hear it, but Apple, it's at the top end of its range still. You know where to put your stop. If it moves up above the 404 level, the new highs, 405, you get out. But Apple's a nice little short. Netflix is giving us a gift of a short. It's already went ahead and exposed the cracks in its armors 2 days ago with their guidance lower and miss. But you got some people out there that are bidding the stock up anyway. Great opportunity to take a look at. If you don't want to short the stock, that's fine. Take a look at the 260 puts. The August 260s, you got 3.5 weeks. August 260 puts on Netflix are attractive. Tomorrow we have Deckers after the close. We've been talking about this one for 2 weeks. Every time it's up at the upper end of the 90s, 97, 98, we say take a look at the $85 calls. You could have bought these things for 35 cents 4 days ago. Now they're $1.50. Earnings are tomorrow after the close. If this thing misses and drops to 80, they're $5. You could have been in at 35 cents. That's why you need to check out our service. Chipotle Mexican Grill. I love the company, but the stock is extended. It's starting to crack. You use the recent highs as a level to get short. Amazon. AMZN. They knocked the cover off the ball. Stock had a gap and go, but not all stocks can fight the trend of the market. Use today's high as your stop loss level, but Amazon is a name you could go ahead and get short in the next, couple of weeks if the market goes lower. I think Amazon could pull back to 200, very quickly if the market rolls over. After the close, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters knocked the cover off the ball. Another one we had is an earnings play. Looks like it's going to open up above 100 tomorrow, maybe even 105. 105. At 104, 103, 102, 105, in that area, you bracket the first half hour of the day's high, use that as your stop loss. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters is one you could go ahead and take a shot at. You want longs? Look for stocks that have good earnings coming out. You say, oh, they don't work in a market like this. Let's look at some of our earnings from last night. Yes, Illumina didn't work out. It got crushed today. But you know what? We also had Keynote as an earnings play. Moved up, hit a new high today. Tempur-Pedic we had as an earnings play. Moved up, hit a new high today. Vitamin Shop, Las Vegas Sands. Vitamin Shop's coming soon. Hit a new high today. And Questcor, we already discussed it. I mean, you talk about Questcor in a market that dropped huge, went up 25% today. Heavy volume, options, 400-500% gains. There's ways to make money in this market every day, whether we're going up, down, or sideways. Get the overall trend of the market right to get your investment money leaning the right way, whether you should be short or not, and then you take your shots with some options. You got to define downside, and you could still make money. It's a stock picker's market. Check out the Stock Playbook. Sign up for a free trial and see what we're doing. You listen to us for 14 days and you don't like it, what'd you do? You wasted 5-10 minutes of your day each day. If you do like it, you might have finally found, hopefully, the Holy Grail. I know a lot of you are looking for services like this. I think we are one of them. We don't claim to be get-rich-quick scheme people. We certainly don't claim to be, always right. We're wrong as much as anybody, almost half of the time. But you minimize your losses, you maximize your gains, you define your downside, you're patient with your upside, ride your winners, sell your losers, and you manage your money properly. You can make money in any market. It's harder in one like this where we're just churning around. That's it. I'll get off my soapbox. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking with you guys tomorrow.